Hello, my wellness travelers. This is Dragonwolf. This is your week reading, and I've already pulled some cards, and this week is a little different. It is talking about a feminine presence in your life. Now, as I've said before, we all have masculine and feminine properties, and regardless of what physical body you're in, some of us present more on a regular basis our masculine side, and some of us present more of our feminine side. And so this is a feminine energy, and I'm not getting good. There's a feminine energy regardless of what physical body it's inside of this person, and I feel as though that they present themselves from a place of authority, a place of almost like a parent type of standpoint, regardless of age. That I'm feeling as though, because I'm getting the Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups is a great card, typically, but here I'm feeling as though that this person is someone who is trying to guide you, but it's not resonating very well with you. And not that necessarily that you're even asking for this advice or guidance or wanting it. You are coming across as the Page of Wands. So you feel as though you know your own mind. You feel as though you know your own strength. And you also don't necessarily feel pretty good sometimes when you're not asking for the advice, when you're not asking for the counsel, for it just to keep coming. Again and again and again. Even when you're just talking about, hey, this is what I'm going to get for lunch, and the next thing you know, you're getting a lecture, or you're getting the, well, I don't really like that, and I don't think that's good for you, or it costs too much, or are you sure you should be eating that, or I don't really like that restaurant, you should try this, or whatever. There's just, it's, even when it's just talking about something inane, whatever normal process of the day, you're still getting, okay. And the reason that you're coming across as the Page of Wands, and it is also coming across as a feminine force at this particular moment, because I'm feeling a very strong, like, inner fight. You're not overtly saying a whole lot. You're not saying stop. You're not having that conversation. You're not having that, hey, I appreciate that you care about me, but blah, blah, blah. And so this is an inner turmoil, and it is affecting your emotions. So your emotions are part of your feminine self. But I'm also getting this inner rage, inner anger. And so the Wands is talking about this action of, I need to do something. Something needs to give. For the Oracle, we have the Grouch. And so this is a irritation. This is a boundary breach. This is someone getting in your space that you have not invited there, or that you have had this kind of relationship with and you no longer want that, or that you had opened this type of relationship with this person and realized, oh, I don't know if I want to continue this. This person's, their counsel's really not that great, and they're kind of getting all up in my space. So be that as it may, whatever the reason is that this person is doing this, again, it is presenting as feminine energy, even though, regardless of whatever physical body that they're in. Now, this could also be a boss. This could be a teacher. This could be a literal parent. It could be an older sibling. It could be a friend. It could be a neighbor. It could be someone at an institution that you work in, a community group, someone who actually has authority, but they're overstepping their bounds by giving too much, imposing too much, thinking that you even want this. So this leads to, let me just put my glasses on to see the words exactly. The Dragon Sword. This means you need to speak up. This means you need a boundary set. This means you need that uncomfortable conversation. This means that your words need to be heard. This means that. So what does that mean for you? The fact that you haven't said anything, or if you have said anything, and I feel like my hair's doing it again. Woo-hoo. I got some fun hair some days. Yes, because when I'm videotaping, I can actually see myself. Because it helps me know that I'm in screen. If I did it a different way, I would have no idea. My face may be way over here and you wouldn't see me. Just a little levity there. Because this is an intense message. It really is. And so this is you having to decide what to say, what to do. And it doesn't have to be a huge, intense conversation. It could just simply say, hey, I love you. I care about you. I appreciate your advice. You have great wisdom. However, please wait till I ask you, because it's not always needed. Or you need to have a heavier conversation. I don't know what your needs are, but this is someone in your life that you do need to address in some form or fashion, and words need to be said. Something needs to be said. And that should always come from a loving place. You should never be doing something out of anger and fear, because we don't speak properly. Because the other person's not trying to harm you. They actually are coming from a place of wanting to help you. Now, it could also be self-serving. They might be someone who believes that everything they say and do is perfect and everybody else falls short, so they got to tell them, but this is how to be perfect, or they think that they know everything, or they may have some kind of fault fear that is driving this behavior, and more than likely so, because we do get off nonverbal cues. When you are talking to somebody and you step over a boundary or breach something, the other person, depending on the other person, some people are just like, hey, that ain't cool, and you'll verbally get it. But some people, they just go quiet. They don't respond. They walk away. They change the subject. Whatever the nonverbal cue is, you probably have given it, and this person is not picking it up, or they just don't care. I'm not sure exactly what you are dealing with specifically with whomever this person is, because this is for a collective, so it is this person that needs a conversation, some kind of verbal, I don't know if you heard the honk, but it's kind of like, alert, ding ding, it's time for the conversation. So that is what this week is about, is working on that. Now, whether you actually literally do it this week, that's okay. It's you sitting with yourself and coming up with something. If you come from a place of love, truth is always going to prevail. And you have to stand up for yourself. You have to set boundaries. Because you suffering in silence and getting angry and irritated, the rage that I can feel inside of you, that's not healthy. And the other person, it's hard for us, and it's not right for us to be angry at somebody if we don't let the other person know. It just isn't right. It's not their fault. Regardless if they are an intrusive person, regardless if they're an arrogant person, regardless if they're an abusive person, if you're not standing up for yourself and verbally saying something, now that can be in a letter, could be in a text, could be in an email, could be in a phone call, could be a face-to-face, but you have to speak your truth, and you have to speak it from a place of strength and love and truth. And if you're doing that, then you are doing the right thing, regardless of how they receive it. That is not your responsibility. And a lot of times we don't do these things because we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. We don't want to cause uncomfortable relations, especially if it's someone that we've got to deal with regularly. But aren't you already having uncomfortable relations with this person? Aren't you already feeling unpleasant? Aren't you already suffering in silence? So it's time. It's time to look at this person. It's time to say something. It's time to do something. And if you've already done something, if this is something that has just recently happened, you may need to have a second conversation. You may need to take it to the next level. Maybe the person didn't get it. Maybe you weren't explicit enough. Maybe you weren't detailed enough. Maybe you only said it about one thing, but it's about more than one thing. And if it needs to be escalated to a higher authority, especially like if it's in a workplace or in an education institution or some type of group situation, if you need to take it to the next level to get the next authority part of this, then you do. You coming from a place of love and telling somebody as kindly and lovingly as you can, thank you, but I'm really not interested. It's not a pleasant thing to hear from somebody, but honestly, if I'm annoying somebody and I don't know it because for some reason I'm not picking up on their non-verbal cues, then that makes me unhappy because I don't want to upset anybody. And nobody, well, I don't want to say nobody, not most people don't want to upset other people. Most. Not everybody. Some people like irritating other folks, and that's a whole different conversation, but that's not what we're talking about today. So I don't want to be that person that is harming somebody without even realizing it. And I'm sure in most cases, the person that you're dealing with probably doesn't want to be harming you. So let them know. This is Dragonwolf. This is your week reading. This one is going to be a little bit of a growth for you, a challenge for you. But it's all good because the stronger you get, the more you speak your truth in love, in a loving way. That's always the way. Never in anger, never from fear, never from attack and defensiveness, always from love. And if you need a minute, if you need a day, you need a week to get your emotions in check so you can come from that place, then do so. If someone's irritating you and you get angry, that's not the moment to say back off. That's not the moment to say, this isn't working. That's the moment for you to realize, I'm angry, this upsets me, let me sit with it. Because you also need to figure out, why is it upsetting you? It's upsetting you for a reason. It's not upsetting you just because they're annoying. But look at, why are they annoying? Why is what they're saying, what they're doing, bothering me? And get real with yourself. It could be a trigger from something in your life. It could be something inside of yourself that maybe they're actually saying something that is bringing up a fear in you. Whatever you need to do to get your emotions, to get yourself in the right place, to deal with this person in a loving fashion, then that's what you need to do. Again, this is Dragonwolf. I love you. This is your week reading. Subscribe, hit the like button, notifications, follow me on Instagram, and check out my website at KathyShannonDesign.com. And I'll talk to you next time.